June 16, 2026. The defense of the World Cup title begins right here in Kansas City. Argentina arrived carrying a specific historical burden. In the modern era of the tournament, only one team, Brazil in 1962, has ever successfully defended a World Cup. Leading that defense is 38-year-old Lionel Messi, stepping onto the pitch exactly 20 years to the day after his World Cup debut. Standing in their way were Algeria. Returning to the tournament for the first time since 2014, they brought a resilient squad anchored by goalkeeper Luka Zidane. The opening 6 minutes were pure chaos. Messi thought he had an early close-range goal, but it was ruled out for offside. Moments later, Algeria's Fares Chabi had his own strike chalked off for the exact same reason. 2 goals disallowed before the 10-minute mark suggests a game played at a sprint. For an aging squad, this kind of frantic start is a clear warning that the road to another final won't be a ceremonial lap. The breakthrough finally arrived in the 17th minute. Messi picked up the ball 30 yards from goal, rolled his marker, surged forward, and curled a finish well beyond Zidane's reach to make it 1-0. Rather than fold, Algeria dug in. They tightened their defensive lines and successfully stifled Argentina's momentum for the rest of the half. Argentina struggled to widen the gap. Their best remaining chance before the break came from an Alexis McAllister header that drifted over the bar. Going into halftime with a narrow 1-0 lead, Argentina controlled the scoreboard, but it was solely Messi's technical lethality keeping a highly resilient Algerian side at bay. Both managers turned to their benches to start the second half. Algeria mounted an aggressive comeback attempt by bringing on Houssem Aouar, Mohamed Amoura, and Riyad Mahrez. That push was cut short on the hour mark. McAllister launched a powerful effort that Zidane could only parry, and Messi was first to the rebound, finishing coolly with his right foot, 2-0. This scatterplot maps the ages of historical World Cup multi-goal scorers. Look at the far end of the distribution. With that second goal, Messi officially became the oldest player ever to score a brace at a World Cup. Looking to close out the game, Argentina's manager Lionel Scaloni subbed in Julian Alvarez and Nico Gonzalez. Shortly after, in the 76th minute, Messi secured the 3-0 rout with a trademark curling finish from the edge of the box. Recording a first-ever World Cup hat trick in the 76th minute of play is a feat of endurance that contradicts most expectations for a player in their late 30s. Zooming out from the 90 minutes on the pitch, the context of this performance is massive. It occurred exactly on his 200th senior international appearance. With that third goal, Messi reached a historic milestone. He is now tied with Miroslav Klose for the most World Cup goals in history at 16. This bar chart shows the top World Cup goal scorers. Klose's 16-goal mark has stood entirely unchallenged since 2014. A timeline overlay reveals a striking symmetry. His 16th goal lands exactly 20 years after his first at Germany 2006. Looking at the Group J table, Algeria must regroup quickly for their next test against Jordan. Argentina, meanwhile, turns their absolute focus to June 22nd against Austria. This performance recalibrates athletic longevity, leaving the world waiting for the moment he takes the outright lead in World Cup scoring history.